It's Black Tuesday. The reenactment is straight ahead.
And our Felicity Darville brings us the sights and sounds of Ghana. So stay close for that.
Plus, let's hear it for the boys. The Governor General's boys, that is.
Hey, Denise Williams. And coming up in sports, Buddy and the Warriors take a decisive 3-1 lead.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
An interesting day in history, Marlena. We now have our first history book of the Bahamas that will be taught in our public schools.
And I think that's really fantastic. And obviously, it's a really big day in history. But one of the authors, Patricia Glinton-Michaelis, recently passed away. And of course, I wish you were here to be a part of this historic day.
Indeed. But let's dive right into the news, shall we? Today's commemoration of the 60th anniversary of Black Tuesday will undoubtedly hold particular meaning for the students who took part in the day's reenactment exercise. Students were chosen to portray several prominent figures from this significant moment, and our Corval Pyfrom caught up with two of today's leading actors.
In this spectacular reenactment of that seminal day in our nation's history, these two young male students, Delon Evans, a 12th grader at Aquinas College, and QC 10th grader Grayson Roberts, took center stage in their leading roles in a scene from Black Tuesday 1965. And an exchange between the then leader of the minority party, the Progressive Liberal Party, a young Lyndon Pindling, and then Speaker of the House, Robert Simonet, of the United Bahamian Party.
It gave me an opportunity to showcase what our former leaders did for us, and it gave me an opportunity to reenact one of the more major players of our history, Sir Lyndon Pindling, the father of our nation.
As the Speaker of the House, you know, that's the person who's in charge and making sure everyone's in order in the House, you know, and of course on Black Tuesday, order wasn't exactly there, so it was really cool to, I guess I could say, to reenact that scene.
Both students say preparing for their roles entailed learning as much as they could about Black Tuesday and the events that led to it. They both say this experience has deepened their appreciation of this historic moment.
Got goosebumps, really, reenacting the whole scene, and I really do appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate the ministry for giving young people the opportunity to see their history in action.
And as, of course, the Prime Minister would have thrown out the mace and my power was pretty much gone. So it just goes to show that democracy is prevalent in our nation and that's how important it is.
And it's a safe bet neither will be forgetting this experience anytime soon.
For me, it was inspiring. It gave me great enthusiasm as I played in that role as Sir Lyndon Pindling.
Yeah, I've always dreamed of actually going to Parliament and watching a session, so to actually sit there and, you know, reenact a scene or participate in different aspects of the House of Assembly was really special. And of course, to sit in the Speaker's seat, Patricia DeVoe's seat, was really special for me.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Thanks, Carvel. Well, the Afro-Caribbean Global Business Trade Show came to a close, but not before our Felicity Darville took some time out to explore Accra, the capital city of Ghana. She found the sights and sounds of a vibrant city with a people filled with heart, powered by their culture. Here's her feature report.
The drums of Africa reverberate, reflecting the heart of the Ghanaian people who gathered to welcome their brothers and sisters scattered throughout the Caribbean. The event came at a time when countries around the world are redefining their trade borders. The Afro-Caribbean Trade and Logistics Consulting Group's Sabrina LaFleur.
Together with powerhouse partners such as the McMahon Group, our African Freight and Logistics Collaborator, ACT-LCG aims to build the strategic pillars of a new Afro-Caribbean economy. Those pillars are strategic alliances, an efficient fuel strategy, and a digital retail ecosystem. Let me break this down. We begin by aligning a network of visionary stakeholders, African manufacturers, Caribbean shipping and logistics experts, and ACT-LCG's own consulting and development team. This creates synergy across borders, allowing us to secure public-private contracts that drive regional development.
And speaking of regional development, Bahamas Trade Commission Chair Senator Barry Griffin says the city of Freeport can serve as the nucleus.
Grand Bahama Island, an industrial island in the Bahamas, is home to one of the world's largest deep-sea ports based in the Western Hemisphere. It is a sleeping giant, ideally located for the transshipment of African goods to the Caribbean, North America, and Latin America. 2 years ago, I had the privilege of visiting Ghana with Minister Ginger Moxie from the Ministry of Grand Bahama, and I am now here with Mr. Kingsley Smith, Member of Parliament, also from the island of Grand Bahama. We saw firsthand the entrepreneurial energy, manufacturing capacity, and agricultural potential of this country. Since that visit, our teams have worked tirelessly to research, engage, and plan for a new economic bridge between Ghana and the Bahamas.
The Afro-Caribbean Global Business Trade Expo is essentially building bridges between African and Caribbean governments and companies that will build wealth and sustain cultural ties for future prosperity. From Accra, Ghana, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Well, 150 boys between the ages of 12 to 19 years old from around the country will be flying into the capital for the first ever Governor General's Boys Conference and Retreat. Permanent Secretary Jack Thompson says it's the brainchild of the current Governor General, Dame Cynthia Pratt.
One of the reasons why we're having it here as opposed to a hotel is Her Excellency is of the view that some of our boys just see this pink wall. They've never even thought in their wildest dreams about coming inside the precincts of Government House. And so we thought that to come in here would mean a lot. In recent times, our boys, particularly our boys, have been struggling with a number of issues. And I mean, it's in the public domain. But a lot of our young boys need to just be encouraged, need to be inspired, need to hear a different voice from what they've been hearing in their particular domain or area. And so Her Excellency thought that perhaps we ought to invite them here to be encouraged.
Let's hear it for the boys. The Boys Retreat kicks off on Friday at 8 a.m. at Government House at Mount Fitzwilliam.
This is not a conference, excuse me, where we will just speak and speak and talk and talk and talk. But it will be a conference where young persons will be able to speak to us and tell us what they have on their minds. Some of the nation's most inspiring leaders will address the boys. Some of the topics to be addressed include personal grooming and its importance. How do we present ourselves?
And still to come, Junker Fusion is in the house as Junkanoo alumni is on the way. So stay close.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exuma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all three. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Welcome back. You're looking at a shot of the iconic Queen's Staircase, recently renovated. It's definitely somewhere you should check out if you haven't been in a while. Well, let's leave that and head on down to Eleuthera. Let's go.
The construction industry is growing by leaps and bounds in many of the major islands, so much so that it's also becoming a primary source for Family Island economic growth. As Altavis Munnings tells us in part 2 of her series on the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies public-private partnership, diversification has been added to the mix.
About 50 men are employed by the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies to execute the Eleuthera Road Improvement Project. Add another 10 individuals from its partner, Quick Fix Construction, and that amounts to quite a large work crew. The thing is, more help is always needed, and that's a plus for Eleuthera's labor sector.
If you are interested in working here on Eleuthera, whether it's in construction and whether it's in other fields, there's not a problem for you to find work here on Eleuthera to do.
Quick Fix Construction is no stranger to the construction game. Fast forward 41 years since its doors opened, and General Manager Juan Simonet feels to survive in this industry nowadays, diversification is key.
We're selling concrete from south, in central, and in some cases even in the north, so it's been very good for us. We worked on most of the major islands in the Bahamas for the Bahamas government, so construction for us is like, it's easy, it's something that we do that we can do in our sleep.
At the end of the day, though, the goal is to provide the 163 miles of Eleuthera with the best roads possible for its residents and visitors.
Eleuthera needs good roads, and that's important, a very important part of infrastructure on these islands. I'm sure when this project is finished, we're going to have not only good Queens Highway, but all of the settlement roads are also going to be fixed also, so that's a plus also.
The Eleuthera Road project is scheduled to be completed by 2028. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.
Well, it's that time again. Yes, the second annual Junkifusion Junkanoo Alumni Showdown is this weekend, and Junkifusion chairperson Aldika Colebrook, along with trustee Denari Roll, are here with us tonight to tell us all about that event. Welcome back to Access Now, guys.
Thank you.
So first of all, can you remind everyone what the Junkifusion organization is all about?
Well, Junkifusion is a non-profit organization, and the goal of the program was just initially to get more young people involved in understanding the culture, and then not only that, passing on the legacy of the culture. So ideally, you just want to increase participation throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to get as much young people and as much schools involved in understanding their culture, being a part of it, and displaying the unique talent that Junkanoo brings to the world.
Amazing. And so can you explain what it means to be Junkanoo alumni? What's that all about?
So each school would have participants who would have either graduated from their former schools and being a part of the Junkanoo program at their school. So that's where we coined the name Junkanoo alumni. So now these persons who would have participated in their schools are now participating in the senior Junkanoo. And so we use this event to help them to give back to their schools, network with the schools, and to help the students who are now interested in being a part of Junior Junkanoo to help them with a little push forward on what exactly Junkanoo is all about.
Amazing. And which schools are set to participate?
Well, this year we have 2 new entrants, D.W. Davis, which is a junior high school, and I have to big up the principal of D.W. Davis because she is excited. D.W. Davis has not been in Junior Junkanoo for a bit, and so they are now back in the fold with their alumni, and they have been helping them along the way. Jordan Princeville is the only private school that is involved this year, and so we shout them out as well. We're looking forward to see what they have to offer because they are a part of the Junior Junkanoo parades for the past 2-3 years, yeah, or maybe even more. But they've been consistent. They've been consistent. GHS Magics, the outgoing champions. We don't know what's going to happen this year, but they will be returning, as well as C.R. Walker, C.I. Gibson, C.V. Bethel, C.C. Sweeting. And so we have our hands filled this year, so altogether it's about 8 groups.
Amazing. And now, obviously, since we're talking about schools and Junkanoo, can you just explain again the difference for people between this and Junior Junkanoo?
Okay, so the difference is Junior Junkanoo deals with the students per se at the school level. The alumni Junkanoo is those former students who would have graduated from that particular school. This is now their time to show that, hey, we still got this together.
And still proud of their school.
Yes, yes.
I love it. So when is the event and where is it being held?
Okay, so the event is this coming Saturday on the eastern side of the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Doors open at 4 p.m. with the parade start time at 5 p.m. So you're going to be prompt, being like Big Junkanoo. You're going to be on time. You're going to hit the road running.
And is this free? Is it a ticketed event? What do people need to know before they come?
So right now, tickets are on sale. You could get them at Las Plumas. This is Junkanoo shop. They are $20 prior to the event, $25 at the gate. And I think for kids under 12, it's a $10 fee, $10 for kids under 12.
But the tickets are also located in all of the participating schools as well. So persons can get them at the participating schools.
You can pick them up at any school, yeah.
Amazing. Well, Aldika and Denari, all the best. Thank you so much for coming to join us tonight. All the best with your Junkanoo Fusion Alumni Showdown. We hope to see you back in here again soon. As for us, let's check in with ZNS Total Sports to see what's the latest.
Buddy Buckets with another big performance in a Warriors win. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Celebrate the incredible women in your life this Mother's Day, and don't forget the special offer from Cornet Bahamas. From April 16th to May 16th, enjoy a fantastic 35% off store-wide. That's right, everything you need to show your love and appreciation is on sale. Whether it's a heartfelt gift for mom, a treat for yourself, or something special for that amazing woman in your life, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit any one of our stores today. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable with Cornet Bahamas.
What? You don't know what TDC is? Tourism Development Corporation?
You mean the Ministry of Tourism?
No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps to develop and grow Bahamian businesses in the tourism industry. You hear what they say, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things they do?
What does do?
Hey, check the website, boy.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
Welcome to What's Trending. Join me, Jiminita Swain.
And me, The Bahama Beauty, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m.
Only on the ZNS Network.
Congratulations to the Bahamian Carifta track and field and swim teams from the sponsors of the ZNS Radio and TV Carifta Update.
Welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Buddy Hield and the Golden State Warriors won a thriller in San Francisco on Monday night over the Houston Rockets to take a 3-1 lead in their first-round playoff series. The Dubs would prevail with a 109-106 victory. For Buddy Buckets, he would have another solid performance in his first career playoff start. Would pour in 15 points in this one, going 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Would finish the game with a rating of +17 in his 30 minutes of play. But while Buddy is known for his sharp shooting, last night was about his defensive efforts, and giving him praise for his play on that end would be Warriors head coach Steve Kerr.
I'm going to utter some words that have never been spoken before by anybody on earth. Buddy Hield, you set the tone defensively. I'm going to say it again, though, before the end of the playoffs. Yeah. Well, you can guard, and you did that tonight. Hell of a job. Well, you know, there's a lot of work left, but this is right where we want to be because you guys are competing. One turnover in the second half. That's the whole key. Right? We just had that one stretch in the second quarter. It gave them life, but if we can take care of the ball throughout the game, just keep getting shots on goal, and we're going to figure some things out, too, based on, we know they're going to play Adams and Shengun a lot next game. We got the tape. We'll figure some things out about how to handle that, but hell of a job.
Switching gears in track and field news for just the second time in the event's short history, the Bahamas will not field a team for the World Athletics World Relays, the 2025 installment of the event set to take place in Guangzhou, China next month. We spoke with B3A's president, Jamaica Archer, who gave us this explanation.
Relays is always a Bahamian delight. Unfortunately, the Bahamas will not be participating in the upcoming World Relays that will be taking place in 2025. And it's really because, we simply didn't have access to the talent pool that we have offshore. Many of our athletes that would have been named to the team are still, they still have collegiate commitments. We are learning that there are some who are on the injury list. And then there are some who are still pending immigration review and approval for visas. So when you look at the full circumstances, we realize that we simply wouldn't have a competitive team sufficient enough to compete at that level. And so we'll wait for the World Championships and any event that leads up to it to see if we can qualify our relay teams. And we're positive that Team Bahamas will have a strong showing in Tokyo this year, but we will not be contesting a team at the World Relays this year.
And the Carifta track and swimming team set to visit the House of Assembly tomorrow morning after their stellar performances in Trinidad and Tobago this past Easter weekend. Of course, the track team finishing with 37 total medals, including 16 gold, the second most for the Bahamas in the history of the Games. And of course, Bahamas Aquatics winning an unprecedented 7th straight Carifta swimming title. The public is encouraged to come out and support the athletes while wearing the colors of the flag. So look at your sports on this Tuesday. A check on weather when we return. Congratulations to the Bahamian Carifta track and field and swim teams from the sponsors of the ZNS Radio and TV Carifta Update.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
Join us on Social Mania, a new and dynamic game show based on the Ministry of Education's primary and junior high school social studies curriculum. Students from schools across the Bahamas go head-to-head as their knowledge of social studies is challenged. In this episode, Gambier Primary battles with Sadie Curtis Primary School. Which school will emerge as winner? To find out, join us as these two schools engage in intense competition. Don't miss it.
This one? No. Hey, look, KFC has an incredible promo.
I already had that for lunch.
Crunch your hunger cravings and satisfy the whole family with KFC bucket meals starting at just $20. Get freshly prepared golden fried chicken, buttery biscuits, and add your favorite large size. Bucket meals starting at just $20. KFC, finger licking good.
Fuel's the difference. Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
Welcome back. It's time to turn things over to Matea Cunningham and Let's Talk Socials.
Hi everyone, it's your favorite social media professor here, and class is officially in session. Speaking of class, today's feature comes straight out of an R.M. Bailey music teacher's classroom. Music teacher Brene Clark shared a TikTok of her and her students dancing, but with a twist. During a teacher-student swap day. For my Outer Island folk who don't know, R.M. Bailey Senior High School, named after Bahamian politician Reverend Dr. Robert M. Bailey, has been shaping young minds in the Bahamas for decades, and it was once known for its candy cane striped uniform, now revamped to a red plaid. Now, back to the clip. During the swap day, Miss Clark and her students switched outfits, and let's just say, at first glance, you couldn't tell who the teacher was. Miss Clark truly pulled off the student look. Check this out. As summer quickly approaches, high school seniors all over are participating in trends like this, creating fun memories with their favorite teachers before they move on to the next chapter of their lives. Were you able to spot Miss Clark with ease? And when you did, could you even guess she was a teacher? Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials. See you next time.
Well, that does it for Access Now for tonight. Make sure to join us again tomorrow night at 7:30.
Stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson. His guests for this evening are Comptroller of Inland Revenue, Shonda Strawn, and Acting Director of Public Health, Dr. Philip Swan.
Good night, everybody.